Hey, this is Elle, the Marketing Blondie, and I make social media. I make videos about social media and internet marketing for online coaches and experts. I need to get better at saying that. Okay. So in today's video, we are going to talk about exactly how to come up with your transformation or your signature offer. Now, if you know that you want an online coaching business and you've been through something, you've been through a transformation, and you know that you want to share that with someone else, you want to share that with the world, and you want to help other people who are currently where you were, who want to be where you are, and you want to help them get there with either one-to-one coaching, or maybe you want to do a course or a membership, whatever it is. But you've hit that point where you're kind of like, well, I know what I did, but like, how can I package it into an offer that's irresistible? Because sometimes if we had 30 seconds to explain the transformation that we had to someone, you could do it in 30 seconds, right? And then you start, like, imposter syndrome starts creeping in, and you're kind of like, if I can explain what I did in 30 seconds, like, why would someone pay me for that? Like, surely I could just post one video online and say what I did and other people do it. So it's like, okay, so you need to obviously like get a good understanding of exactly what your offer is and what the framework is, and what the steps are and what the kind of individual stages are. And then kind of just reverse engineer everything so that you have a good solid framework for someone to follow with a lot of support and resources that they can use. Because you'll find that when you start writing it down, the best way is to write it down either on a digital planner or write it down on a planner or a workbook, which I do have resources for in the Social Coach Club if you want to sign up for that. And then you get to start understanding, okay, I can give them this and I can give them this. Okay, this is where the value is coming from. This is why I'm charging for it, because actually I'm helping them with so much more than kind of what it originally sounds like. So if you think about what you'll want to do is you'll want to jot down, first of all, I would start with write down the transformation. Like, write down the transformation. Typically it will be something that you've experienced. And then you want to start popping down what struggles people think that they're going to have on their way. And you'll want to break this down into 3 categories. The first category is the framework itself. Why would people think that the framework itself doesn't work? And come up with your your counter arguments for that. The second thing is that somebody thinks that, your dream client might think that, okay, that I can see that the framework would work, but I don't think I can do it. And what this exercise is doing is it's breaking down your dream client's limiting beliefs that might stop them from buying it, and making the offer so irresistible that it's a no-brainer. Somebody can't say no, because their objections will only ever fall into these 3 categories. One, that they think that your technique, your framework is not going to work. So why would they think that? So write down all of the reasons why somebody would think that your framework wouldn't actually work, and come up with your reasons as to why it is going to work. Secondly, all of the reasons why they think that the framework would work, the techniques would work, but they don't think they can do them themselves. It's like a personal thing. Oh, I can't do that because this reason. Oh, I don't think I can do that because this reason. I don't have the time. I don't have the money. I don't have the resources. I don't live in the right place. I don't have access to the right things, whatever it is. Okay? And come up with your overcoming your obstacles for that. And the third thing is that they think that it would work. They think that they could do it, but they don't have the right tools to do it. So they look at your technique, your framework, they think that could definitely work. I can see how that would work. I could definitely do it, but the thing is, I don't have this. And all these little things will become your extras and your bonuses. I mean, you can package them as your bonuses as you want. So obviously you can kind of give away you can kind of sell your thing and then say, oh, and then you can get these free bonuses. Obviously it works really well as a sales tactic, but sometimes you might just want to think, you might just want to create all the resources and all the extra modules and all the extra things for the for the objections that they have, and then kind of just put that into your container, whatever it is anyway. Does that make sense? I hope it does. I'm hungry, I haven't eaten, so sometimes my brain doesn't work properly when I haven't had a meal. But I think I'm gonna order a takeaway. Anyway, okay, I'm going off track. So think about your transformation, and think of all of the objections that your dream client's gonna have, and think about what you went through as well. So when you were on that transformation, when you had that aha moment, what were the things that you struggled with, that you really, really wished you had at that time that you didn't have? And maybe you earned or learned the things that you needed to do to overcome those obstacles. When I say earned or learned, maybe you bought something that helped you solve the problem. Okay, like can you either give that away to somebody else, or can you kind of create your own thing that you can give away to somebody else for that? Maybe you learned something. Maybe you just learned, you came up against an objection. You came up against an obstacle and you just learned something. You self-taught how to overcome it. Can you then package that up and include that in your transformation? And suddenly, rather than this kind of standalone thing, you've got this whole framework. I hope that made sense. I'm trying to think. I keep looking over here out the window because I'm like thinking about where I was and what I was doing. I was in my kitchen filling out my own business planner. And I remember doing this. I remember doing this exercise and writing down every single thing that my dream client could say to me as an objection, that it wouldn't work for them, and coming up with as many things as I could. And hence why I've got a library now of resources, and I keep coming up with more things, and that's the beauty of it. It never really ends. But I remember writing down, okay, well, somebody might tell me that they don't have enough time because they are a single mum. So, so then I remember thinking, okay, well, I can give them kind of a very condensed sort of schedule for this particular thing, that's very, very easy and not overwhelming and doesn't take up much time, but also uses the time that you do have really effectively, so that you see results. That kind of thing. I'm not creative enough. Okay, well, I give them Canva templates. You don't have to do anything on Canva. I give everything for you. I don't have enough time to write all the emails. Like, okay, well, I give you email scripts. Like fill in the blank email scripts. I don't have enough time to... What else have I got? I'm trying to think now off the top of my head. I don't know enough about how Instagram works. Okay, well, I'm going to give you my 8-week Instaboss workbook, where I literally take you through 8 weeks of what to do on Instagram to start building an audience and start building relationships, to get collaborations, to get in front of other people's audiences. I don't know, like, I just thought of everything. And it was great, because not only did I think of these things for my clients, but at the time I was like, well, I can use these things, if I create these things, I can use them in my own business. And not even I have an excuse then. What else do I have? Personal brand templates, so whatever. Like, I just thought, I just begun to just think of things that people could use to help them get more out of the transformation that I offer. And obviously I do coaching, weekly coaching, so they kind of get the live coaching in the proximity, but also they get kind of the pre-recorded stuff, in the course as well. Sorry, I'm waffling a bit in this video. So this video was about how to actually come up with your signature transformation, your signature framework. So that's what you got to do. Recap then. I can't even remember. I didn't write anything down. So the recap is to write down what the end goal is, and kind of just work backwards from that. So what are the obstacles that people might face when they're getting there, and write down all the ways that you can help them through that. And that's kind of that's your transformation. That's your signature transformation. You have it. That's your offer. if you do want a little bit more of an in-depth, detailed way how to come up with your transformation, then you can sign up to the Social Coach Club, and it's a resource in there. It's my business planner. It's a digital resource. It's a business planner, and you can fill out. And it's got some more questions in there. Can't remember off the top of my head. Just questions that will just get the juices flowing a little bit and help you come up with some more ideas for your signature offer and to make it irresistible. Okay, I'll see you in the next video. I'm gonna go eat. Bye.